Ever since actually when I attended this program, actually I changed my destiny. That's where I told you that before the program, I was always in the bad luck. And I don't see hope. But after this, I really changed my life. So what actually makes the most significant is...
So thanks to having here, Grace, I think we just have a short chat that we want to make this happen because both of us, we like Silva Method so much, and so that I can able to learn from you, and also hope that the people that listening to this, they can also learn from us as well. And I was actually introduced to you by our mutual teacher, Lily Kong, and I remember you are so passionate asking that you want to meet one of our legend Silva Method practitioner, Nazlan. Back there, then we meet up, and I remember that time when you listened to the sharing, you were fairly focused and you are fairly excited from your facial expression. I remember you look at it, wow, this is something so magical, and you say that, yeah, this is very good. And Nazlan is the one that survived cancer. Yeah, it's very magical things that happen. That is make us together, and I know you as a person who are very calm, very cheerful as well, and still very big in myself. And you are doing you completed your master degree.
Yeah, just in August, mid of August, yeah.
Master degree graduate in counseling.
Yeah, psychology counseling. Yeah.
And you are a passionate Silva Method practitioner and trainer. Probably the only one in Penang right now, and also a few that is trained trainer in Chinese language.
Right? Yeah, correct.
Okay. Okay. And one interesting fact that I at least felt is that you actually look way younger than you are.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
So this is like a quick intro about you. And I mean, the first question that I have for you, Grace, is that what actually triggers you to start on Silva Method?
That have to reflect back my story. I attended this program in year 2000. So that time I was 32 years old. My life was not so smooth. I always see that my life is actually hopeless. But then after I attended the 2 days program, I really have the feeling of, wow. And I never think twice, and I just follow the instructions that, you know what, the trainer taught us. I practice every day. And also that I never asking for, how soon, how fast that I can achieve the goal. I just follow. So I also appreciate, my very good attitude lah. Of course, when I practicing a lot every day without fail, that I practice what you call the 3-2-1 method, go into the level. Every day I practice 3 times. And then also the techniques that we learn in the class, I also use it every day. And after that, I cannot recall exactly how long, but in fact, I have a very good harvest. I can see many, many miracles happen. And from there, that actually I start to spreading around, and then I share with friends. I even take the initiative to organize a class. So at that time, in fact, I would say that almost all the class that conducted in Penang, the participants are all my friends and maybe relative, and it's actually I'm the one who actually brought them into the class. Yeah, because my perception is that such a wonderful things, I shouldn't keep it just to myself. I have to share it out to other people. Yeah, so that's where I begin here.
So when you mentioned life is not so easy, and what makes you, I'm curious, when you say life is not easy, what makes you choose Silva Method, or how Silva Method pops up, or what's the pivot point? I'm curious.
Okay, and why not others and is Silva Method?
Why not others? Or why you would go towards it? Go
towards it. Okay.
Is that some trigger someone tell you, or you look at advertisement? Like for myself, is I look at advertisement in Facebook and hey, this thing looks right.
Okay. So the story is like this. In fact, I attended another program. So I got these friends. In fact, this guy is actually I know him also from the class. Then he told me after the class. Then we went for the dinner. Then he said, "Hey, I wanted to introduce you another program, which is even more fantastic. That
Okay.
they have one technique is we can use the mind to contact with other people. Then for me, it's like I said, wow, this is fantastic. That I definitely want to attend this program. So I actually after that I keep on call him. I say I want to attend this program. When can I attend the program? And then this friend, he replied to me that you have to be patient because the program is not always available. And then the trainer, they have to travel from KL to Penang. So in fact, I waited for 1 year. Yeah, okay. 1 year until year 2000 December. So I was successfully attended this Silva Method. Yeah. So this is the story lah.
Interesting. So just now you mentioned about a few key tools that they use. Will you share like what are the tools and techniques in Silva Method that is useful to you and why is it?
Okay, so as we know that we are the silver grads, so we have actually plenty of tools, 13 or 14 of tools. I love most is like the one that just now I mentioned, that the mind contact. So which is the mind contact is we always the layman term we call the mind contact, but in our program we call it as a subjective communications. So this one I uses very frequently, and I see very good result also, and also that I love dream analysis.
Okay, can you share like why is the subjective communication is like your top tools that you mentioned? Like...
Okay, so this one the subjective communications. Allow me to explain a little bit. So we are talking about that the communication. Sometimes we have communication breakdown, or we have like conflict with people, or maybe you want to communicate with other peoples, but you do not have the channel. Do you have the channel to communicate with Prime Minister? We don't have, right? Yeah. So for this subjective communication, you don't have to appear in front of that person. We just use the mind frequency to communicate with the person that we want to communicate with. Yeah. So should I have to explain the details?
I think it's okay. We go to the second tool. Because I was intrigued with that, so I asked a bit more.
This is very interesting. Yeah.
Okay, we go to the techniques first, and then if we probably can dig a bit in if we need to.
Oh, okay. So we step by step for the techniques. Of course, we have to all our techniques. We have to go into the level. Okay, so you go to the level, and usually we do it in the evening, before you go to sleep. Okay. And you have to tell, when you go to in the level, in the ideal place, then you will have to program your mind. You're saying that tonight I will want to communicate with so and so. So by the time he or she is in the level, I will wake up. And then I will go to the sleep.
He or she is in the level.
In the level. So means that he or she will be the same level with me. So when we are in the same level, then only we can communicate. Yeah, okay, like, I call you, so when I dial to your phone number, so when we are on the same frequency, then you can pick up the call.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is what I meant. So after that, you go to sleep. So in the middle of the night, and suddenly you toast, and then you wake up. Then you know that the other person is already in the level. And then one reminder that I have to give you is you have to sit up. If you think that it's okay, I just lying and then I can just communicate with so and so. I bet with you, the next time when you wake up, it's already in the morning, 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. You get what I mean? Okay. Because when you are in a very deep level, very fast, after you toast, then you will go into sleep again. So what I suggest is you have to sit up.
Okay.
And then you just assume that the person is actually sit in front of you. And you just tell him or her that what you want to tell. Yeah. Yeah. So, of course, we say that the best is you prepare for the script first. Otherwise, in the middle of the night, when you wake up, you will feel like, why am I like wake up and what I'm going to tell? Yeah, so my best suggestion is you prepare first before you go to sleep. Then when you sit up, then you start to tell to the person what you want to say. And then also one tips that shouldn't be quarrel, shouldn't be query, is always in the win-win situations. Yeah, like for instance, like we say the conflict, you don't like, argue with the people or pointed that it's your wrong, that you should apologize or whatever. No. So it's always in the win-win situations. Yeah. And then after that, what I usually do is I will send a blessing to that person and then I continue my sleep. And you can see that actually the result is fantastic. It's really, really fantastic. When you use it, then you will know. Yeah.
Okay, yes. Let's go to your like second or third techniques. I mean that the top one that you have, maybe you can explain that, and then we move on to some. Yeah.
The other techniques that I love is the dream analysis technique. Okay, so I remember when I attended this program, I actually very surprised that dream technique is in one of the techniques inside the program. I also feel like, wow! Then I actually, from that day onwards, that I almost practicing it every day. I really look forward for the nights to come. Then I say, tonight I can, make dreams again. Yeah, and I have a lot of dream diary also. And I'm very grateful and I'm very fortunate that I have a very good instructor that time, that Ivy Chai, that, she really guide me, she is very patiently guide me. So I always call her that, hey, because I attended the Chinese program, I always say, 老师, this is my dream and what is indicate for or whatever, and she always like very patiently to guide me. Yeah. So along the ways that, while practicing, I actually gains a lot of experience and knowledge. So, and after that, in fact, I even realize that, how myself is so connected with my subconscious mind. Even though before I wake up from the bed, I already finished analyze my dreams. Yes. So that is actually the power from the subconscious mind. Yeah. When you are very, very connected with your subconscious mind, I tell you, you will be like, wow, how powerful is our mind power. Yeah.
So you mentioned about the dream control and also the
subjective communication.
Is there anything else?
These are the very special techniques that I use most, and of course the daily exercise or the daily practice that I never miss. 2000 until now is 2024. It's 24 years. I never stopped my 3-2-1 practice. I never stopped.
Would you share about the 3-2-1? Because I was surprised, even though I know about subjective communication, seems that not so no. So would you share more about the 3-2-1?
The 3-2-1 is actually our basic practice to actually bring us go into alpha level. So if let's say we are talking about we want to communicate with our inner self, or we say our subconscious mind, the only way that we have to like bring ourselves go into the alpha level. And how we go into the alpha level is we using these 3-2-1 methods that we taught in our program. Yeah, the 3-2-1 methods. So usually is the 3-3-3s that when you listen to the trainer, that when you attend the program, the 3-3-3 is actually to leads you slowly to relax your body. Yeah, from the head to the toe. Okay. Then the 2-2-2 is actually to relax your mind. Okay, and then the 111 is actually at the same time that your body and your mind go into the level. Okay, so for me, because I'm so used to that, and I would say I master it, so I don't have to follow this step. Usually I just tell myself that whenever I take the 3 breaths, by the 3rd breath, I will go into the level, and then it's deeper and deeper. And I'll go to my ideal place, and I'll relax there. Yeah, so usually it's like, by the 3rd breath, I already feel that my head is like, so I know that I already go into the level. Yeah.
So it means your head is tilted down, is
tilted down a bit, yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Okay. So I'm curious, when you say, when you do the 3 to 1, there's a guide asks us to look a bit higher, right? So when you go down, is it similar or?
When you're very relaxed, then your head will a little bit tilted down. But why we say that we have to look at the 20 degree or 40 degree? Do you notice that, you know, your children's or child, that when they do the daydreaming, there is always that. So when, you know, whenever our eye level go up a little bit to 20 or 40, we are already go into a very relaxed mode, or we say that we are already go into the alpha level.
Okay, interesting. Thanks for sharing. Okay, then the next question is that I want to ask you about law of attraction and manifestation, right? So would you explain in your own words what is your experience or how you define law of attraction and manifestation?
Okay, so if let's say you're talking about law of attractions and manifestation is actually similar, or we say is exactly the same that as what we learn in Silva Method. Okay, the law of attraction is to say that how our mind can attract the things that we want, we desire. Yeah. So, okay. So, okay, we are talking about this. This is another techniques that I also use it every day also. So if you're talking about manifestations, you're talking about law of attractions, you attract something that you want. Okay, so you want to attract something that you want, of course you have to always have something in your mind. Correct or not? So for the foremost, that very importantly is you have to always watch out on your mind. What is in your mind? Is whether optimistic or is pessimistic. But I will bet with you that most of the people in the world, they are pessimistic. You can just listen to what they are saying come up from their mouth. Yeah. So ever since actually when I attended this program, actually I changed my destiny. That's where I told you that before the program, I was always in the bad luck. And I don't see hope. But after this, I really changed my life. So what actually makes the most significant is one and foremost also in our program that very importantly we always you have to wash out your mind. What is in your mind? So I am actually learning that every day to wash out my mind. I can actually flip very fast. Whenever I have to aware what is in my thoughts. When I aware that, oh, this is something that negative or what, then I will quickly shift. But of course, this one is not changed in one day, not overnight. You have to practice it in every day and for long terms. Okay, so just now when you're talking about the law of attractions, we can attract good things and we can also attract bad things as well. Yeah, in fact, we are every day manifesting. But it's either you manifest good thing or it's bad thing. But I would say most people they are manifest bad things. Yeah. And then they say, nah, see, I told you already. Well, I told you, I most likely I cannot retrench or what. Yeah, then it now come true. That is actually he or she, her manifestations as well. Yeah. So, but for us, that is we want to manifest something that we desire. Okay. So we have to be very focused and watch out what is in our mind. Yeah.
Okay. Would you share, like, I think interesting when you say watch out what's in your mind. Would you break down how you do that, or how that can be done?
Like just now I shared with you that we have the first, one and foremost, we have to have the awareness first. Awareness first. So maybe we can actually program our mind also. From today, now on, I will have the very high awareness of what I think and what I say. I will go towards the way that I will become a very positive person. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you say is to program ourselves so that our subconscious mind have this
programs that
can
we can
capture.
aware. Every time that is most of the laymen, they always say, I always, when the thing happened, then only I realize this one is not awareness ready. So we have to program our mind that to remind us that we have the awareness. So I think through the practice also, you will be gradually, and after that you'll become like it's a auto cruise run program. You know already. Like for myself, I'm very sharp. Even like my student also, every time when say anything that I will say that, see what you say, and you should like change to this, or you should think like this, or you like look at with different angle.
Okay.
Yeah, look things at different angle. Oh, okay. So that's why we are saying that for us to attract something to desire, one foremost is you have to have a very precise and positive mind that what you want. You know what you want. And then when you know what you want, then you will have to visualize a screen. So that we call the mental screen. Okay, so we put in anything that we want. So this is also the techniques that I use it every day. For me, that any goals or any dreams that I will want to achieve, I will use this mental screen to see the end result. For instance, like I just completed my master program. That in fact, for many years ago, I thought that this is an impossible goal for me to achieve, but I know that I will do it because I am a silver grad. Okay, so I started to visualize that in my convo with my graduation gown, and then with my classmate, and with the screen, with the scenes. Okay, and then of course the scenes we say that it has to be 5 senses. Yeah, we see it, we feel it, how excited, like for instance, how excited, and then also with the voice, like maybe I will say, yes, I make it, and I feel that I hold my wrist, right? This is my palms. I say, I make it, And then also, just now we are saying that when you see it, you feel the touch, and then you hear, and then you smell, and you taste. The smell is maybe I wear perfume, okay? And then taste is actually not necessary that you have to be in the scene, unless like maybe the scene is involved, like you are taking food or drinking. Otherwise, it's okay. Yeah. So this 5 is very important. Yeah.
Grace, would you break down? Some you mentioned about manifesting your goal. You mentioned about that. Would you, if you like put in a very step by step, how would it look like in manifesting a particular goals that you probably have? Maybe not so long term lah. Maybe a nearer term goal lah. Yeah. Is that the idea?
Very easy for me. I always visualize only. Even sometimes that when I'm driving, I also visualize.
So the first step still go to levels, right? Am I right?
Yeah, actually for the new learner, they are very importantly that they have to go into the level. That's why we always emphasize again. Every day you have to go into the level at least 3 times. Or maybe we say 1 time. We say 3 times maybe is too many for a working class of people. But at least 1 time. The best is 3 times. So when the more you do, the more you are very easy to go into the level. Like for myself, I know that anytime, anywhere, I will be into the level. Like for instance, like when I just my 3 finger, I know I also go into the level already. Or maybe I would say that when the third breath that I breathe in, inhales, I already in the level. Yeah, so that's why I always again and again that repeated to my student. It has to practice.
I'm curious when you say go to level is that you are going to level, can that know to be shared to me how it look like, how it feels?
Okay. So before I finish, that usually when I driving, I am also I can do my visualizations also. Yeah. So and then just now you're saying, how do we know that we are already in the level? You just pretend you're already in the level. Then gradually, you are very fast, you're in the level already. Oh, this is not a joke, this is really. And then, to answer your questions, there are a few, this is actually a very common questions that my students are asking me in the class. Usually, you will feel that your breathing is very fine and is very long. If let's say it is not in the level, we usually use this part to inhale and exhale. But if let's say you're in the level, we are using the stomach breathing. Yes, you can feel that your breathing is very long, very fine, and you feel very comfortable. And then also, body also will become warm. Like for myself, I'm actually very scared of cold. But I know that if let's say when I in the level, I feel that my body is very warm, even though maybe the room temperature is 20 or 22, but I feel very warm because the blood circulation is very, very, very good at that moment. And on top of this, this is actually very individual. Certain people, they will feel that their body is like very heavy. When you settle and you really relax, all the weight is like, settle down, and some they feel that they are very heavy. And even I have some students, I would say not some, and in fact quite a number of them, they see lights, different color of lights. Yes, when they are not opening their eye, when they are in the level, close their eyes, they see lights. Some they see white lights, some they see purple lights, some they see yellow, and some even my students, they say, I see rainbow. So this is not something mysterious. No. This is because if let's say we explain into a scientific way, because we know that we have hormones in our body, when we are in the very deep relaxation mode, our body hormones release. When the hormones release, so we see the the lights. It's the hormones. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Very interesting. Even myself also, I see white lights also when I'm in a very deep alpha level.
But do you consciously seeing the light, or you can't ignore it? I'm curious.
I don't have to ignore it. I just allow it to be there, and I also don't curious why you are there. You go away, or no. I just allow it.
Okay, so like what you said, different people have different experience and indication that they are in levels. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. And certain people also, they feel that their body swing also. I don't know whether you experience or not. This is I always experience also. This is energy flow. When you are very relaxed, your energy flow, so you are actually in the alpha level also.
Okay. What else?
Almost this lah.
Almost. I was like, oh, okay, got this one. Oh, got this one.
But you don't always expect. Hey, how come I don't have the?
Waiting,
I don't see the light, and I don't feel that my body swing, and I don't. Okay. Yeah, usually I don't tell my student before they for the first few times I don't tell, because once I tell them, they were expecting something. They won't be in the level already. They start to a lot of a question mark in the mind already. Yeah.
Correct. Okay. Let's move to the next question. Right. So, Grace, what is your experience or story that regards to health? I would say call it self-healing or whatever in Silva Method. Would you share?
Okay.
Probably your personal experience, if you may.
Yeah, I think health is one part that very precious. Yeah, very precious. And I also have a few of my testimony about my health. I have, like I shared with you before, that okay, it's my spine. I injured my spine. So my L4, L5, I injured there. And because I like to go hiking. I go very frequent. But because of my injured of my spine, they reached to one point that I cannot go hiking. I was so depressed on that. And I try many treatments, even I go to orthopedics, I go to traditional massage, I go to chiropractor, and I try many methods. I cannot, I still cannot heal my problem. So after that, actually, I use this method, is the same methods that we learned. I go into level and then I communicate with myself. So I apologize to my body because I injured her. And then I also keep promise that from now on, I will live with a good lifestyle, and I will taking care of myself. And I also urge my healing system in my body to start to do the healing works. And then every morning when I wake up, I would thanks to my body. I will say thank you for my healing. So with the continuously, I do it every night before I go to sleep. I heal it within 1 month. Now it's already more than 15 years. And so happy is that I can go back to my hiking hobby. And then also that one of my tools, the gum is already string, and I have problems to take the cold food, the cold drinks, and it has some problem for me while eating. So I go to see dentists. Also, dentists say my case is something like very difficult to do, and they don't know how to do also. Then after that also, I also tell myself, never mind, I can heal myself. And I program to myself that, and whenever that, you know, I will brush my teeth, I look at the mirror, and then I tell myself, I say, thank you. I know you are so good. I know that you can heal our tooth. I see the gum is start to growing already. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All this. Also within like very short period, I cannot remember how long is it. One day that I noticed that when I take food, I feel that my tooth feel something different. I don't feel the pain. So actually I go to the mirror and look at my tooth. I can see that my gum is actually growing up. Yeah. And then another one is actually just very recently only. I think just last year, my legs suddenly is actually got some, you know, like the size is something like a egg. It's very big. Suddenly it came out from my
what do you call it? A bump, like
bump.
A bump.
Yes, yeah, very hard. So I was like so shocked because my mom, last time she also have this, and eventually she has to went for surgery. So I look at this and say, wow, I really scared, and I start to use the medicated oil to massage it every day. But it seems that it don't go smaller, but it's still the same size. Then suddenly I say, I can actually talk to my body. Then I just use my hands, just slowly put on my leg, and then I say, what I say, I say, you are the love energy. You are very good. You can slowly melting and then go into our body and become a love energy. Thank you, and thank you. For every day, whenever I see it, then I will do it and talk to this. I think after a while, I think maybe just a few weeks, it totally subside. Yeah. So this is what I can recall. In fact, there are many more. There are many more.
And Grace, what my key takeaways from that one is that number one is that you aware and you acknowledge that whatever happening, and then you move to the second phase, where you you believe that that you can use you can communicate to yourself, and that yourself can heal yourself. And the last one, you also need to thanks of the healing process.
Yeah.
Correct. So I think this three is the key steps to your recovery.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Acknowledge, apologize, and then promise, and then
Promise,
and
okay.
invite the healing team. I always believe that there is a healing team inside our body. Like maybe we say our immune system is a healing team. Yeah.
How would the healing teams? What or how is the healing team? Could you share like the healing teams?
I don't know, but I always believe that inside our body there is this cell healing system. Cell healing system. So I also have the visualize screen as well. Like just now I mentioned to you, I hurt my spine. So when I say that I invite my healing teams to heal my body tonight. So I start to see a screen that a lot of people is very busy. It was in the lab. Everybody is very busy. Yeah, means to say that, all team members are involved, and then they are aggressively doing the healing works to repair my body. Yes.
Grace, if I wanted to heal myself with your technique, should I also have my healing teams? What's your
Of
advice?
course, everyone have the healing teams. Yeah, you don't have to invite, and you don't have to invite from external. Everyone has the healing team inside our body.
How, like example, if I want to be like what you are doing, how can I do it for myself? Would you share with you advice? How can I do it for myself? Like what you have did for you?
The same thing. If let's say you don't mind to copy mine, or you can do it like in a creative way, you can.
So the four things that you mentioned: acknowledge, believe that you can heal yourself, promise that you will treat your body better, and finally give thanks to the recovery process.
Okay, and I also tell myself that I program my body. I say tonight when I'm sleeping soundly, means to say that you all are working hard, very, very hard.
Okay.
And thank you for your hard work. And usually when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I will say, thank you for your healing. Yeah.
You mentioned a few trigger points I captured is that your leg one is whenever you look at the bump, you will do the healing, and also you will do it at night. Is there any triggers that you
difference, right? Okay, so for that one, the at night one was actually many years ago. So but now I become like, it's like anytime anywhere I can do it. Anytime anywhere I can do it. So I know that I'm very easy to go into the level, and I'm very connected with my subconscious mind or my body. But then if let's say for me, I think that this is actually a little bit bigger or the major issue that I want to address, then I will like do it at night again. To make sure that I really go into the level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Grace. So this might be repetitive, but I want to ask you more open-ended question. Like, what is your magical moment or success story in practicing Silva?
There are a lot. In fact, there are a lot, really a lot. Magical moment and success story, there are a lot. Let me see, where should I start? There are a lot, from a very small to very big. But maybe a little bit side before I answer your questions. I think for a new learner, we have to believe this work first. Okay, so in order for a new learner to believe, you have to start your goal with very small goal. Very, very small goal. Okay, like for instance that you want to buy a pair of shoes that when you go to the shop or you online, they tell you that, oh, no more, the stock is out of stock. Never mind, you just program it, and when you got it, then you will gain the confidence and you believe. So the more you collecting the a success story, the more you will create a more success, what do you call the success evidence. For me, I would say my miracles or even my success story from like, now I really don't think that I have any problem that to stop me or obstruct me. Whenever I come across any challenge, I know that I will overcome it and I will achieve that, achieve the goals that I want to achieve with these methods. And if let's say I look back the history, for instance, like, the job that I will want to get the job, eventually I get the job. The company that I wanted to join, I will join the company. And, like for instance, and also we are talking about like, I want to buy a house, I can buy a house. I remember there was a year that, in fact, I planned to buy two things. Two things are one is the house and one is the car. So, but then that time I was thinking that but then with my income and for me to allow me to apply the loans, I think I can only eligible for one.
Wow.
Okay,
Either
one, yeah. But then at that year, at the same time I bought cars and my house. Yeah. The miracle is the secrets did not detect the what you call. Usually we have the the secrets. Yeah. So actually I have other loans, but the thing is I went to Bank Negara to print the secrets. The loans actually didn't appear. That supposed to be appear, it didn't appear. Yeah. So I managed to bought my cars and my house at the same time. So what I did was I visualized that the house that I want to bought and what I want to buy and the car that I want to buy, I visualized that I drive my car park inside the car porch. 2 in 1, yeah. So I manifest and then I successfully achieved that.
Interesting. It more intrigued me like the way how you practically use the techniques into different kind of scenario.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
I do it every day and everywhere that I will use it. Yeah. Without fear, I can anytime that this one I can use this. This one I can use this. This is only through the more you practice, then you master it, then you know how to use. Yeah.
Okay, I want to divert to this and to pick your brain into this. What is your tips in using Silva method for stress management?
Oh, okay. That is definitely go to the alpha level. That is, actually the benefit of go into the level is a lot. Yeah, that is not only for us to contact with our subconscious mind, but in fact it's also got plenty of benefit for our body as well. Body, mind and soul. There are so many benefit on this. Actually, in my class, usually I have one slide. It's talking about the benefit of going into the level from body, mind, and soul. Yeah.
So, what are your advice for strategies that how can we replace our self-negative thought into a more positive one?
Oh, okay. Also through practice, then of course come back to just now what I mentioned is awareness. But maybe people will say, but how can I know that?
Say very easy, right?
Say easy, but I always, when I say and when I did, only then I realize. So come back to just now what I say, you set yourself a affirmation code. Affirmation code that I'm very easily to aware my thoughts. And I always can switch my thoughts to the better one or to the positive one. And I always look at things with a positive angles. And another thing is actually practicing gratitude practice. Now it's actually a trend that people they are using that books. What's the book's name? The book's name is Magic magic. The 21st day gratitude practice. Yeah. From there, in fact, I also have many students that actually there were a time that I lead them to practice. We are practicing it 21 weeks, not 21 days. Yeah. They are really benefit from there. Yeah. The mind is actually totally changed.
Grace, you just now mentioned about affirmation. The following question that I'm curious is that how long, how frequent that we should do the affirmation,
Okay.
and because if we can't stick in one thing forever. My thought, yeah. What's your suggestion?
Okay, so you're talking about the affirmations that you may have many affirmation, is it?
Okay, for example, just now you mentioned about I want my mind to capture all the negative thoughts and I want to be always be positive. So this is one affirmation. How long should I, aka, focus in this affirmation? Or should I move on? Or it's not like means that a single one. How I know that this is being programmed? For sure.
You just do it. Just do it. You don't have to ask that how long and then it become effective or it works. No,
one time is also okay sometimes.
No. It's always have to repeatedly until your subconscious mind absorb and accept repeatedly. It's very important.
So the duration you also don't know, means only the person who are doing will know the duration, right?
You don't have to ask that how long, because once you ask, you have the expectation. And then maybe you say, oh, it's already 1 week, I still the same. 2 weeks already, it's still the same. Then you start to don't believe or you have doubt already. So you don't ask when it will be, it will become real or it will become, how to say, you can reap the outcome. No need to ask. You just do it until one day you will know. You are there already.
So when to stop is also like very intuitive, right? Rather than rather than objective.
Okay. Yeah, correct. So actually, I also have this experience is in my class. If let's say students, they always ask that how long I can see the result. All this usually this type of student they don't have a very good success story. Yeah, because they always, like you like just now what I say. Okay, this is actually a scenario that I always share with my student. It is an example like you put a seed into the soil, and then you're watering, and then got sunlight, and then you're expecting that it grow.
Right.
The small plant will come out, right? But then after 2 days, 3 days watering all this, then you see still not coming out. I don't see anything. Okay, then you dig it out again to see the seed. Oh, okay, I put it inside again. And then you start to watering again. After 2 weeks, it doesn't have anything again. Then you start to like dig out and again. So you get what I mean or not?
You explain more.
Okay. So means to say that you suspect, you don't believe that the seed, it will grow into a plant.
Okay.
So you always suspect. Because when you don't see result, you start to suspect. Then you dig out and see again.
So I'm curious to say the dig out, is it the dig out process interfere with the growing?
Yes, exactly. What do you think if let's say a seed that you put in the soil, you watering, all this, you put the fertilizer with the sunlight, but it's already in the process of growing. But when you interfere and you dig out again, you actually interfere and maybe you injured. Correct or not? Yeah. So this is actually relate to, if people always keep on asking, no, I haven't seen anything. I already practice. I already, use the mental screen. I already go into the level for 1 month already, 2 months already, but I still don't see anything. And this is something like they start to digging the seeds again. Yeah. So means to say you start to suspect. One is suspect, you have to start from zero. Yeah, you have to start from zero. So it's very importantly that you have to believe, you have to trust.
Okay. So, Grace, like one more question that I have is that we have been talking about the successful results of that. Would you share your experience that things that is not successful? I'm just curious.
Not successful
you
one.
do whatever techniques that you have,
Okay.
but it doesn't give anything. Is there any experience?
Of course. Of course. If I tell you that, I guarantee you whatever you want to program your mind, you want to achieve, you will achieve 100%. No, this is lying. This is lying. No. Yeah, I also have example that not successful. Yeah.
Well, would you share what is that and what you learned from it?
Okay, so sometimes we really don't know what we want. And sometimes we also really don't know that what is good for us. Correct or not? If let's say, like for instance, that I want to join that company is such a big company, and then I admire that company, my friend is working there, earning a very good perks, all this and that. But how hard I program, how hard I do it, I didn't manage to get in. Okay? So, but sometimes, maybe my subconscious mind actually aware that I have a better opportunity, which is more suitable for me. Yeah, so that's why I didn't get it. Okay, I have one example, but this one I use the dream technique to provide me the answer. Okay, there were a year that I work in this company, and then there is a golden opportunity that everyone is looking for that. And then even the same industry people also keep on telling me, if this department got vacancy, you remember to tell me, I want to join your company, I want to join this department. I'm so fortunate that my colleague who is work in this department is going to leave. He is going to start his own business. And then he come to me, he say, Grace, I'm very buddy with you. I give this position to you. And I talk to my boss already. My boss also like you. Okay. So then I was like, okay. That time I was doing well in my department. So I start to hesitate whether I should go over or not. But in fact, I rejected the offer after that because I got an answer from the dream analysis. And everybody laughing at me, my colleagues also angry with me. You stupid, everybody want this golden opportunity and you have the opportunity I given to you and you let go. Yeah.
Your friend?
My friends, yeah, my colleagues, yes. But I trust my dream analysis. So, okay, in fact, I got regrets a little bit when, the new one joined in and then she's doing so well, making so much money, all this and that. But then 2 years later, my company was actually acquired by another giant company. And this department is totally dissolved. Yeah. So this is actually, this is what we cannot, as a human, we cannot analyze. We are not sitting inside the director board. We don't know, right or not? Yeah, but the subconscious mind aware. Yeah.
I guess that 2 years, right? So into 1 year, you felt, did I make the right choice?
Yes,
Do you have this kind of
exactly.
grunge?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Then after 2 years, actually, you felt happy.
Happy. Wow, luckily I trust my dream analysis. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So actually, it's what you mentioned about sometimes the thing that did not manifested because of some so-called protection mechanism
Exactly.
that we have in our body that wanted to guide us to a better path.
Better path, yeah, or suitable path, yeah.
Okay, Grace, I think I will ask you like a more rapid question. A few ones. Number one, like if you hypothetically you have a giant billboards that can be seen by millions, billions of people around the world, what are the message that you want to have in this billboard?
Okay, you have to believe in your subconscious mind that it will create miracles in your life. Yeah, but in fact, a lot of people is still not aware of this. Yeah, so if let's say there is this opportunity, I think as a human, we have to know that we actually have a very powerful of our mind, but we haven't, not to say haven't, no, certain people, they haven't have the chance to access the system, how to use it. Yeah.
The user may know how to use
Yes, how to
the
use it.
system.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Right. So another one I want to ask you, probably what are the recommendation of books or books that you have given the most to people?
The books, huh? I read most Chinese books. Let me see. The books are maybe the one that I share, the creative visualizations. Creative visualization, yeah. The author is also the students from Silva Method as well.
Okay, we will have that in the discussion notes. Okay, and finally, Grace, if for those people who are listening and they will wanted to get to know more about you and find the work that you are doing, where can they do so? Just curious.
Okay. Or perhaps I will provide you the what to call my page. I have a Facebook page called My Rhythm. My Rhythms, yeah. Or I think that should be the best way lah to contact me. Yeah.
What is in the My Rhythm? Just curious.
The My Rhythms is actually I have the every days I have a post about the everyday quotes. It's an affirmation quotes. And sometimes I also share some of the articles about the subconscious mind. Yeah.
Grace, first, and then I would want to appreciate getting to know you in my life, okay, and then the opportunity to learn new things from you. Even though we have been spoken even before this, but I still learn enormous ways in our chat today. Right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for tuning in to this podcast with Grace. All the information that we shared in this podcast, such as the book that is recommended or the courses that is recommended, will be left in the description chat below. If you wanted to learn more about the manifestation, Silva Method, or even law of attraction, do subscribe and tune in to this channel. And again, if you wanted to learn more how you can level up yourself in this particular topic, do put your comment in the chat box below and see what I can do to help you to up level your life. Until again, thanks for tuning in, and see you in the next episode of Billy Chan Better Life Podcast.